Today is 14th of February, which all of us are familiar with, especially the young ones, our youth. Some call it Saint Valentine, but in the Catholic Church, we don't have it in the calendar such. What we have today is Saint Cyril and Methodius. They were brothers and bishops, so they worked among the Slavic people and were able to invent an alphabet which they used to write the Word of God and interpret the Word of God to them. So they are also known as patrons of Europe. Lovers' Day, as you know, the highest love associated at the beginning of Mass is the love of God. They who study love define it in three ways. The agape love, which is love God has for us. As the peak of it, allowed his son to die for us on the cross. Jesus was incarnated and also proclaimed the word of God, suffered and died for us. The peak of it is the love of God. The second type of love is the filial love. The filial love, the love we have for one another, especially parents towards their children. And the third one is the eros, from the Greek word. That has to also do with, I will put it clearer, this one, maybe our young one, expressing one, had to do with feelings. Other feelings you know better. I will not be able to go deep because you have mine here. So, and some may interpret this day to be that kind of love or expressing that kind of erotic, eros from the Greek word. But in all, God has loved us, and it's our duty also to express that love to one another. As history shows, some go through this, that on a day like this, there's a man who died because of the love he has. Maybe some say for a woman, others say because the love he shows for other people. But in all that, the story is true or imaginary, we need the love of God, and we need also to love one another. And we must also, especially the senior one, the elderly one, should be able to guide our children, those who are under us, in the right way. The right way teaching them how to love. We must also, they must learn for us what that true love means, what that true love is, how do we express it, how do we live it, so that they grow also, they will know what real love entails, beginning from our families. The church says the family is the domestic church, where children learn the basics. If they don't learn that, and they go to a higher society, maybe by the time they go to the higher school, university, uni, and other places, they may begin to seek it in a wrong way. So on a day like this, as I said at the beginning of the month, it's a day of sober reflection, to think about ourselves, to think about our society, to reflect about our children. How have I expressed this love enough? Especially here, that people are so busy with working, going from one shift to another. When we see with some children, many of them lack this basic parental love. So especially children who are brought up maybe with single parenting. They don't know what this love is. It is not enough to get maybe the material need for them. Enough clothes, enough good phone, even some more are now using the higher phone like iPhone, Samsung and Co. If it's okay, fine. But we must listen to them too. We must nurture them. We must show them that love. We don't give them. By the time they go out, they will begin to seek it. And seeking it may not be in the proper way. Then some parents will begin to regret. They are this way, their children have done this way, they have done this way. Parents will have a greater role, great role in the life of what? Your children. It's not material things, as I say, very good and wonderful. But we must also be able to listen to them, ask them questions, observe them, and their feelings too. And if we don't do that, they may not be open enough to us. So on a day like this, we will reflect much on the idea of love too. And I think it's the same love that made Methodists and Syri, they were monks to go out of their own way, ready to give up their life. Because the highest love is the love Jesus has shown for us. Jesus himself said, what a greater love than a man has than to what? Lay down what? His life. Sometimes I ask husband, I ask wife, are you ready to die for your wife? Wife, can you die for the sake of your husband? Can you die for your children? So that sacrificial love must be there. And we need it today in our society. We need it today in our works. Peace be with you.
And with your spirits.